Hello everyone, this is Brooke and welcome to the pink2paris channel. I'm so glad you joined me today. I really appreciate it. I film videos about personal development and lifestyle, and if this interests you, please subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Today's topic is, I think, very timely because we're living right now during a pandemic. COVID-19 it has taken the lives of many people, and it's also been responsible for the loss of many jobs and employment. And this really hurts my heart because I know a lot of people who are unemployed right now, and I just feel hopeless and there's nothing that I can do. But I thought about it for a while, and I thought, I can't snap my fingers and make it happen that people have jobs, but I can try to offer some tips. I have been working in the area of human resources for many years. I've been a recruiter. I started as a recruiter in the 1990s, and currently I'm a director of HR for a large nonprofit organization. So throughout my time in human resources, I've seen a lot, and I've hired a lot of people. I've probably read thousands of resumes. I've probably hired many hundreds of people and interviewed in between there. And I noticed some things that people do and don't do that kind of either not rub me the wrong way, or HR people in general the wrong way, but we just wish that you would do a little better, or we would just wish that we could offer you these tips to succeed. The unemployment rate went from 3.7% in 2019 all the way up to currently it's at 14.7%. That means a lot of people are out of work, and the competition for the jobs that are available is fierce. Okay, so now I'm going to get into 6 strategies that I think you should pay attention to. Some of these you've already heard, but with each one, I'm going to give you the HR perspective. So maybe that'll drive it home a little bit more and also get you to understand what we're thinking and a way for you to excel in those areas. The first area I'm going to talk about is to make sure that you manage how you think, feel, and behave. Now, I know this sounds a little bit unrelated to job search, but it is huge. Being confident in your abilities, being confident in yourself is a huge part of what you have to do to convince me that you're the person for the job. If you're not confident, I'm not confident. And I completely understand that if you've lost your job, you're not feeling all excited about yourself at that moment. You're feeling pretty low. You might even be feeling worthless. Don't do that. But if you are, you've got to get yourself out of that position. You've got to build your confidence, and if nothing else, fake it till you make it. Okay, the second strategy is to develop a network that provides you with support and quality references. Building a huge network is not necessarily what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is a person that has a solid quality network, because HR right now is looking and expanding their network as much as possible. And what we hope to have is your network bumps into our network and we can find you faster. So I say build your network, but make it quality. And by quality, I mean that it should have 4 types of individuals in it. You should have cheerleaders, agents, matchmakers, and promoters. And by cheerleaders, I mean those are the people that are going to just cheer you on. They've got your back. They think you walk on water, and they're going to tell you so. Agents are people that scout the territory. They know where all the job openings are. They know job openings that aren't even posted. The next thing you need are matchmakers, and matchmakers know everybody. Matchmakers know the people you need to know, and they are great at putting you in contact with them. And the 4th type of person that you need in your network are promoters. Promoters are the ones that are going to write you that excellent letter of recommendation and provide those quality references for you. Number 3 is to create high quality application materials. Now this, I'm sure you know, goes without saying, but you would be surprised at how many resumes I've seen with typos, grammatical errors, and coffee stains. That's not good, folks. You don't want to do that. So make sure that your resume, your cover letter, and yes, you definitely do need a customized cover letter, and make sure that your LinkedIn profile are free from grammatical errors, typos, and well, I guess you can't put coffee stains on them electronically, but you know what I mean. So keep those really, really tight. Make sure the formatting is consistent throughout the document, that it's easily read, not too wordy, and that you might want to have somebody read over it. I'm not saying that they need to be professionally created or, professional resume writers for you, but what you do need is high quality. The fourth tip that I want to share with you is to make sure that you demonstrate your value to the organization. This means I want you to go way beyond talking about your education and experience. I want you to go even further than that, beyond talking about your knowledge, skills, and abilities. I want you to talk about how you can add value to the organization, how you can impact the mission and bring the company closer to its goals. I want you to talk about things like your problem-solving skills and how strategic they are, your initiative and leadership, your ability to bring a high-quality team together that reaches its goals consistently. Those are the kind of things that you want to talk about rather than the items on your job description, because everyone is looking for people that have an impact these days. HR is being charged with making sure that people connect with mission and that the company is growing because of the people. So the people are the HR's realm, and how they impact the organization's mission is huge. I want you to come in and show them that you can help by being that person who adds value. To do this, you want to highlight successful examples in your resume and in your interview of past experiences where you were able to impact the company's goal or a team's mission or progress for something big. Even if it's not big, show how you have an impact. The role that you do, no matter what it is, always has an impact on what the company's purpose is. So make that connection and show it during your selection process, and I guarantee that you'll go farther. Okay, we're on number 5, and that is to be ready to use a lot of technology. Now, the pandemic we have has a lot more people working from home and remote. That means that technology is going through the roof, and it will continue to do so. I predict that technology in hiring is going to get broader as time goes on. Right now, you have electronic applications, you have recruiters that send you calendar invites over the internet, you have more texting, emails, less calls and personal touch, which is unfortunate, but everyone has to be more efficient these days. I want you to make sure that you are comfortable with technology, especially in the application and interviewing stages. Applications are going to be online. Please get that in your mind, because paper and pencil applications are going by the wayside. Electronic applications are the thing now. So be comfortable with those. They take a lot of time. You have to fill out the same thing over and over and over for each company, but make sure you do so. And again, like I said before, make sure that you do it clearly and concisely and without errors. The other thing you want to know is that interviewing is most likely going to be done electronically as well. So don't be surprised if your interview is over Skype or Zoom or some other online meeting portal. So this means that you need to make sure that you have a device that works, that you know how to use it, you have the software to operate it, and that you've practiced using it ahead of time. Don't wait till the interview to turn your camera on for the first time and be in horrible lighting, your background's a mess, and no one can hear you. Do that ahead of time. It will take you a lot farther in the process. And the reason that this is so important to human resources is because technology operation is kind of becoming an unstated job description qualification. We want to make sure that you're coming in knowing how to use electronics and technology, because you will most likely be using it on the job. As I said, a lot of positions are moving towards remote, and technology is key and essential in getting the work done. The sixth tip that I would like to share with you is to make sure that you follow up timely and effectively. You have to be extremely responsive during this process. People won't sit and wait for you to respond to them very long, especially since competition is so fierce and things are moving quickly. I want you to always have your phone on and to answer it. And I want you to check your email often. I can't tell you how many people who have missed out on an opportunity that I was filling because they just didn't respond to my questions or my calls. Don't be that person. I also want you to always, always, always send a thank you or follow-up letter to everyone you meet during the selection process. So a phone interview, in-person interviews, virtual interviews, make sure that you email a thank you letter within 24 hours of the appointment to all the people you meet. The reason this is so important to HR is that it shows, first of all, you're interested in the job and that you are following a protocol that is kind of going by the wayside for people. Not many people do this anymore, and I don't understand why, but you should. It gives you another opportunity to put positive contact with the hiring team, and it also allows you to express your gratitude for their time and consideration. It gives you a chance in written form to highlight other qualifications and values that you want to make sure they know about you. And the fourth thing is just to be polite and considerate. So I want you to send a letter. It can be an email. Okay, so those were the 6 suggestions or 6 strategies that I have as an HR person for you to incorporate into your job search. I think that will help you be a lot more successful in the future as you look for your next opportunity. So if you missed anything in this video, I've also written about this topic on my website. You can go there. I'll put the link in the description box below, but it's at pink2paris.com. And in that article, I give an additional 10 strategies that you can use in your job search. So before I close this video, I want to answer one question that I got on Instagram. It comes from actually 2 people, Michelle_Excel and Truly MKE. And they both asked, does it matter how long you've been out of work? And that is an excellent question, because a lot of people are out of work right now. I just want to let you know that HR understands. HR and hiring managers completely understand situations. So for me, for example, I was out of work for 10 years while I raised Morgan & Mason. So when it was time for me to come back, I was sure to explain the gap in employment on my resume so that there weren't any red flags flying around. But once I explained that I took time to raise my family, or you took time to do something else, or you were out of work because of layoff due to a pandemic, people will understand. So what you really want to do during that time that you're off is continue building your skills and network. I can't express enough how important that is, that just because you're out of work doesn't mean that you're out of the game. So keep building your skills and network while you're out so that it will bridge you to landing that opportunity, and you won't be so far behind when you get there. It's an excellent thing to share with an employer it's an excellent thing to share with a potential employer that you have been going to training programs, taking webinars, meeting with people, being in organizations that relate to the field that you're in. So just because you're down doesn't mean you're out. So I want you to make sure you do those things, that you keep connections, and that you stay positive. So that is all for today. It's my first video back in a very long time, and I have had it. But I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope the tips I gave are helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave them down in the comment section. And also, don't forget to subscribe and to ring that notification bell so that you never miss an upload from me. I will be back very soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, bye-bye. If I say steps one more time, I'm going to scream. There I have an additional 10 steps that I talk about that will help. I said it again.